Alright, what's up everybody? We are on Season 1, Episode 13 of Vinland Saga, which is called Child of a Hero. Man, I keep making an embarrassment out of myself with these reactions for the past couple of episodes. Because of course, first there was me literally raving about the fact that Canute could possibly be Helga, Thorfinn's mom, which of course turned out to be completely inaccurate, and I did not interpret that scene correctly whatsoever at all. Hell, I wasn't even, I thought the reveal at least meant that this wasn't the actual Canute and that this was some, female character who they had brought along with them. But no, that's not what it turned out to be either. Like, we were still looking there at Prince Canute. He just turned out to be male, of course, still, but with very feminine traits to him. And, we learned in the most recent episodes, of course, that, he's not exactly a natural soldier, let's put it like that. He doesn't quite resemble any of the, the the people that surround him, let's put it like that. But yeah, then we have the last episode that I just came off of, and even there was a, quick little scene, the last couple of minutes that played out, which I think I just completely misinterpreted once again, because it just turned out to be much more simple than I figured it would be. This is the thing, of course, we saw Thorfinn and his crew, Askeladd's crew and stuff, right? Transporting Canute over as well. Like, we saw them getting ambushed by these guys with the, bow and arrows and stuff in Wales, of course. They are in Wales now. They're being sort of guided by this Gratanius guy. I hope I'm saying his name right. Or Gratianus, that's what it is. My bad. Literally see it here in front of me. But yeah, I don't know, for some reason, the way I interpreted that scene, the way it was sort of stylized, and the music that started kicking in and everything, it gave me the impression, but again, that's a mistake on my part, I guess, gave me the impression that this was a lost battle, literally. And so the odd part about it was that suddenly we would cut, right? And we saw these shots. First, I think it was of Torkel, and then the King Swain, or whatever he's called, right? And then even we got this real surprise where we saw Leif back into the picture. And Leif was just doing his usual shenanigans, being a merchant or whatever, right, that he mentioned. And he sees this kid there that's like bound with a rope, so appears to be a slave or whatever, right? And the kid just totally looks like Thorfinn. It's once again just this one-by-one copy to me, you know what I mean? And so the same thing literally happened to me here with Thorfinn as what happened to me with Canute, where I just automatically assume that is Thorfinn. But it's probably not. It's just a look-alike character. You know what I mean? And Leif is like... Leif is just like getting, not mistaken by it. Well, I don't know. Maybe he could think that it's Thorfinn, I guess, because he hasn't seen him for many years. So perhaps he's going to chase him down and figure out it's not him. But it's also just there to give us, I guess, the message that Leif is still looking for him, of course. And Leif hasn't forgotten. I never really thought that would be the case anyway, but it's good to get that confirmation. But yeah, Leif is still somewhere else entirely. I mean, why would Leif be in Wales, right? It wouldn't really make sense. And so I just assumed that what it was trying to communicate to us is like, Thorfinn and everybody here, they're going to lose this battle. Thorfinn's going to end up becoming a slave, and this is, like, we're already showing you a brief glimpse of the future. I probably watched too much Attack on Titan to come up with these kinds of scenarios. But it was probably much simpler than that. And we are just going to get into the battle now, and we don't know what the outcome is going to be. And again, the Leif scene was just a little reminder, like, he's still out there, and he's still looking. You know what I mean? And that's it. I was, I don't know. I mean, it's so funny, because I just end up completely misconstruing what I'm watching, just because... Like I said, these character models in anime, man, they throw me off all the time. And that's still something I haven't gotten over, even after a year of, watching anime many times a week. So my apologies if that's the case. I mean, maybe I did interpret it correctly, but I figured this afterwards. And then I checked the Reddit as well. And, my brother who helps me with editing these videos, he pointed out that he thought I misinterpreted it and stuff. And in the Reddit as well, I don't see anybody bring a theory like this up. So... Again, the mistake just must be on my part, I guess. But guys, we are going to hop into this episode. I'm very much looking forward to it, of course, as always, because this show is absolutely fantastic. And of course, do let me quickly point out that if you enjoy my reactions to Vinland Saga, then you can already watch the next 8 episodes right now over my Patreon. That means we will actually be on episode 21 already. So we're getting very close to wrapping up the first season. Of course, full-length reactions will be up there too, if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. So go and check it out. And then for now, well, that is linked on top of the description, I should probably still mention, but we are going to dive into episode 13 of Vinland Saga. Here we go. Son of a Legend. I like the alternative titles. I keep, seeing different ones. What are we looking at now? Could this be backstory for how Askeladd? Whoa, what the fuck is happening? Oh shit, we have a different intro, dude. Because we're halfway through the season already. Wait, what? What was I looking at just now in that scene, man? Was it Askeladd? Young Askeladd? Because Gratianus seemed younger too. I don't know, I mean, at this point I'm scared to make any fucking interpretations anymore, dude, because I'm terrible when it comes to these character models. Yeah, they don't know that Askeladd took him. Yeah, they're completely uncertain about his whereabouts. Okay, now we're cutting to the actual battle. The battle of which, contrary to my first beliefs, we do not know the outcome yet. Thorfinn was supposed to protect Canute, right? Ah, okay, yeah. We're dealing with several kingdoms here too. Damn, dude. Yeah, they don't understand a word of it. Yeah, like, just get to the point. Okay, so we're probably not even gonna see a battle. Yeah, he's always good at reading the situation. Play along? What does that mean? I don't know if you're really going to impress them by having Canute speak. Oh my god, why is he doing this, dude? This is so... Oh, maybe that's the plan, to have him see that this Canute is a dumb fuck and then... Yeah, realize that, like, they don't want them. I don't know. I mean, I wonder if he even wants that. Probably not. What the hell? A den of wolves? Interesting. That's, I mean, once again, such a fascinating tease, but it's like, what is that about? I wanna know more.
殿下がどのように振る舞われようとも貴様ごときが口を出すことは許されぬ。
Yeah, but Ragnar knows about it, so his loyalty starts making a lot more sense too now.
クヌート王子は何と言っておる。
グラティアヌス殿、彼らに計画を伝えます。ラグナル殿、お言葉ごもっともです。殿下の恩義を案ずるあまり、つい出過ぎたことを申しました。殿下もどうかご容赦くださいませ。
Man, this episode is not what you'd expect. Everything always plays out surprisingly, you know? Yeah, that's such different personalities. But everybody comes with that backstory. Like I said, I wanna see what that backstory actually is for Knut.
ひな鳥もいつかは巣立つということを知らんな。まずはひなを巣立たせることか。はあ、心得ております。
Is he also thinking about Thorfinn? But he probably knows already that like Thorfinn will eventually leave that nest. He literally said it to him.
二度言わせる気か。兵に守られねば話もできぬと思われては我が王家の恥だ。事情はわからんでもないが困るんだよね。実際貴殿らに便宜を図ることでどういう見返りがあるのか対等な立場での取引だと確認しとかんことにはね。下の者たちに王が100人程度のデエンジンにビビっていると思われかね。
確かにな。配慮にかけたことをお詫びしよう。
Okay, so what are they going to give him in return then?
この私だ。見返りについて証述しないのは機密保持のためと記したはずだが。それでは伺いましょうか。その機密について。
Yeah, why the secrecy to us viewers?
俺の提示する見返りの内容によっちゃ戦闘になることもあり得るかね、アッサー殿。
そういじめんでくれよ。デンマーク王を怒らせようものならこんな小国などひとたまりもないのはよくわかってる。
失礼した。
Yeah, that's what Gretchen has wanted, you know? Just guarantee that they would never be attacked.
一番子さんのあんたにも知らねえことがあるんだな。バカ言え。
Okay, are we gonna learn about that?
知ってることといや。
Please tell me we do, because I still think that the part we saw at the intro was Askeladd. Because we know that he had a history here, right? And he knew this Gretchenus guy. Okay, what did they tell him?
直系のリディア様のお子だ。このアシェラッドには我らローマンケルトの偉大なる指導者の血が受け継がれている。すると貴殿は
Askeladd?
エンジンではないのか。
父オラフはかつてウェールズ沿岸を略奪し、その際リディアを愛称としてさらった。生まれたのが俺だ。
Okay.
貴殿がアルトリウス公の子孫だと。
Artorius?
アルトリウス。
Relatively similar name,
5
so...
世紀から6世紀にかけて活躍したイギリス先住ケルト人国家ブリタニアの軍団総指揮。
Okay, so he goes way back.
ブリタニアに平和をもたらした。後世に語り継がれ、アーサー王伝説の原型になったとされる人物である。
Damn.
この男は14歳の時、リディア様と共にウェールズを訪れ、初めて私と会った。
Is that what we saw? Yep. Okay. Whew. Thank God I for once interpreted something correctly. Dude, I'm just happy about that, man. I'll take any victory I can now.
長いこと親父の寝室で飼われ、病を得てからは馬小屋で飼われていた。
おいたわしい。それにしても 偉大なる決闘最後の一人がデエンジンとの根結とは。
そこだよ、マスターだの。根結
It's almost
だから
insulting.
こそだ。俺はデエンジンに溶け込んでいる。つまりウェールズはデンマーク軍内に俺という工作員を持つことになる。あのボンボンを次のデンマーク王に仕立て上げれば、俺も国政の要職に就ける。
Okay.
奴らにはこの地一歩も
Yeah,
踏み
that's
入れさせない。
exactly, like I said, what Gratchanus was talking about already in the first place. But I guess he's showing now why he can achieve that, you know?
恐れ入ったなんと
I was gonna say, but like, I'm not used to this kind of ambition from Askeladd, though. Like, at the end of the day, dude, he's just a pirate, you know? He's just doing his own thing. Now he's talking about wanting to gain political influence.
デーンの血よりアルトリウス公の血が常に勝ると言い切れるかね。
その辺は信じてもらうしかないな。まあ、血の問題は別にしても、俺はデンジンが嫌いだ。
見てんじゃねえよ、お姫様。
Princess.
言いてえことはてめえの口で言えや。舌がねえのか。あ？
臆病で喋らないわけじゃないんだ。慎重なんだ。慎重にしないといけないんだ。僕は王子だ。父王陛下のお許しもなく、不可侵条約だの、不快感の表明だの、できるわけがない。
Okay. Panic attack.
僕は慎重なのだ。
そこそこマシな言い訳言うじゃねえか。おつむは足りてるようだな、お姫様。
この無礼者。
Oh shit.
初めてだ。今まで僕にこんな態度を取る者などいなかった。大体なんだ。
Okay, wow, this is it's fascinating.
わし以外の者と話されるとは。
Yeah, even Ragnar was impressed. Interesting voice. I feel like it's kind of reminding me of some... Like, it reminded me at first of Aaron, then actually like Zenitsu. I don't know if it could be like the same, one of the same voice actors or something, but...
マーシア伯領の北端を横断して、そこから本陣ゲインズバラを目指しましょう。一周は早く着く。敵の領地を進むというのか。平気平気。それもちゃんと考えてますって。野郎ども、方向転換だ。ぐずぐずするな。
急に道変えるのかよ。
心配すんな。
Okay.
アシュラッドの判断に間違いはねえ。
I don't know, it's a little mysterious there. What does he have planned? What deal did he make? Or, I don't know. God, what a mysterious episode in general this has been. Oh no, that look in his eyes. Oh man, okay. Yeah, fascinating episode because we're just learning so many details that suddenly sort of come out of nowhere and give a whole different spin to characters that we thought, or at least in my case, I thought that I sort of had started to fully understand, you know what I mean? And of course, especially I'm talking about Askeladd here. I thought I had completely read him at this point and I just knew what his character was like. And then here, we get a whole different story all of a sudden, right? Where we learn about his bloodline first and foremost. And bloodlines definitely do seem to be a big part. They seem to be very important, you know, in this universe, right? And so he explains that he's actually like a descendant of one of these Artorias, I think it was called, right? Who fought way back when, like even for them it's like 500 years prior or something, right? And was responsible for like the peace in Britannia or whatever. Which makes him a big deal, and so it's interesting that that still crossed with him then also being Danish. But he talks about the fact that that he hates the Danes secretly, right? And that he has this sort of agenda to gain political influence and to actually like this is, I mean, it all makes sense once again taking in mind the conversation that he already had last episode with Gratchanus, where Grachainus was talking about like, oh yeah, we're doing this to get this peace treaty going or whatever, right? So that Canute, when you become the king next or whatever, you'll never enter our land and we'll never have to go to war with you and stuff. And it's like, okay, sure, but how are you going to achieve that? You know, like, and I guess now it starts making sense where Grachainus figured that he would have Askeladd make sure that that could happen or something, right? But the interesting part is, once again, Askeladd starts talking about how he secretly hates the Danish. And it's like, okay, is he just doing this to get safe passage through these lands now and to buy himself out of this awkward situation that they got themselves in, right? That would make a lot of sense. But then at the very end, suddenly you see with that glimpse that, you know, the facial expression Askeladd has on his face there at the end, like, damn, what is he getting his soldiers into here? Like, is there actually going to be some truth to it? Is he going to be betraying everyone here? Or what is happening, right? I honestly have no idea. I'm fascinated to, you know, to find out and to see what's up with that. Because so far I thought, like I said, I thought that I could completely read Askeladd, and I just knew that he was only in it for himself. And I do find it, you know, interesting because he was only in it for himself up until now. But I guess then suddenly Canute enters his sights or whatever, and he gets different ambitions, perhaps. I don't know. That's the question. Speaking of Canute, of course, that's maybe the other scene that we should kind of talk about here. How Canute, well, there's not really that much for me to touch on, I think, but being surrounded by Thorfinn might actually be helping him. You know what I mean? Like, that might actually be a good thing. Because for some reason, Thorfinn's disrespect that he's showing towards him, right? Calling him a princess and stuff, and just calling him out. He's not really used to that. Everybody sort of treats him, you know, like, I don't know how to put it. But they treat him very softly or whatever, right? Because, well, he is the prince. You better not insult the prince or whatever, I guess. But, you know, Thorfinn is like, he's just showing it to him openly, I guess, right? And I mean, that makes sense because Thorfinn was the one tasked with protecting him and literally being with him there in his close vicinity. Ragnar also, man, that's the other thing. Ragnar, and I just thought about that. Ragnar brought up how the prince actually went through a lot, right? And people don't know what it's like growing up in a royal family, I guess, and that it's a den of wolves. That's the way he put it. And we saw literally like an assassination taking place or something in the shadows as Canute was sort of watching that from his wherever he was whatever he was sitting on. I think it might have been like a throne or something. But dude, yeah, I don't know. Again, it's like, what do we make of it? It was such a mysterious episode. It's so hard to tell what's actually happening here. With Askeladd as well, we got, of course, that glimpse at his you know, at how he was carrying his mom there, who was completely pale and on the brink of dying or whatever, right? And so I'm just happy once again, in retrospect, in hindsight, I should say, of the fact that I was interpreting so many scenes wrong, that I at least managed in the beginning here to understood that it must have been Askeladd, which logically only made sense because we saw a younger Grachainus there, and so we knew that they had history, so it must have been him, right? But he looked kind of like Thorfinn. So these perspectives, it continues to be super interesting and fascinating, and where will it all lead, right? That's the big question of it all. But for now, guys, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to Vinland Saga episode 13. Of course, keep in mind that the next 8 episodes will already be up over on my Patreon. That is linked on top of the description. Over there, you can watch up until episode 21 right now. So go and check it out. Your support is very much appreciated and allows me to make these videos in the first place. And then with that being said, I want to thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.